If you're watching this video, just know, your mental health matters, your life matters, and of course, you matter. I, BC King, care about you. What is up, YouTube Kingdom, and welcome back to another tournament video. So we just recently finished My Hero Academia, and there were a lot of characters throughout the whole entire series. On today's video, we're gonna see who is the best character in My Hero Academia. Now, some I may forget, so I just have to skip through them a little bit, but I think I might remember, hopefully, most of them. So with that said, let us get into the tournament and see who is the best MHA character. Wait a minute, hold on. Before we start, I gotta give a very special shout out to my sponsor for this video, Fluffle. If you adore anime plushies, graduation plushies, and more, then this website is for you. Use the code BCKing15 to save 15% on your first purchase. And use the link that is in the description. And come on, who wouldn't want one of these things? These things are amazing. Go get yourself a plushie because they're amazing. With that said, now let's get into the video. Alright, so first up we have Lady Nagant versus Eri, and if you guys know me, you guys know what I'm going to start with. I love Eri so much. I love her as a character, her scenes were so good. The whole Eri arc is one of my favorite arcs in the whole entire series. Nagant is cool, I like her, but she's not really that big of a character throughout the series. But Eri though, again, seeing her at the very end, all grown up, finally a teen, was so emotional for me, knowing how much I love the character. So, her giving her horn to Deku to help him beat Shigaraki was, man, yeah, Eri is definitely winning the first one here. Bruno Golini or the Crawler? I don't know if I remember either of these. Are these? They aren't putting Vigilante people in here, right? I don't think so. From the new series, MHA Vigilantes. I don't remember any of these guys. I guess I'll go with the Crawler because I like his hoodie. So there you go. Okay, here we go. Hawks or Dr. Tsubasa. The Doctor was actually a very underrated character. I actually liked him. Like his personality was kind of scary at times, but also kind of goofy. Kind of a good mix there. Hawks, though, is probably one of the best pro heroes in my opinion. I was still surprised when he got his quirk stolen by One For All. So, or what is it? Is it All For One, right? I keep mixing up All For One and One For All in terms of which one's the villain and which one's Deku's abilities. So, but yeah, I'm going with Hawks here. I definitely love this guy a lot. Fat Gum or Gran Torino? Gran Torino kind of surprised me as a character because, you know, when you first see him, he's like this old man with like a Mega Man sort of outfit, but it's like, he can't really do a lot, right? But then you actually see him in action and he's like, oh, and you're like, oh wow, he's actually a really good character. Fat Gum, though, I will say I have a personal love for. He's a really cool character. You know, Fat Gum is just a cool name in general. I like his quirk a lot. Seeing him, was he like defatified in like season, what was it, 5 or 6? I forgot. But, yeah, between these two, I'd probably say Fat Gum is my personal favorite over Gran Torino, but Torino is also a good character. I will give him a quick shout out, but I'm gonna go with Fat Gum here, personally. Centipeder or Mudman? Now, these guys I don't remember that well. I think Centipede, is he a pro hero? I think he is, isn't he? I can't memorize all the pro heroes off the top of my head, but, yeah, Mudman, I think, might have been in one of the competitions, like maybe Class 1A versus Class 2A. I don't remember. I can't, again, I did say it in the intro, I can't memorize every single character because there's so many, but, yeah, I guess I'll go with Centipeder. He's got a cool design. Larry, I do remember, he's one of the Deku variants, or what do you call him, or Uravity, or I guess Uraraka. I mean, I like Lariat, he's cool, got some good scenes, but Uraraka's gotta be, I mean, again, if this tournament might be splitting up Uravity with Uraraka, like two different characters, like the pro hero version and then like the actual class student version, but if it's only one, then definitely Uraraka, or I guess Uravity. Oh my god, the fucking Pussycats. I remember not liking them that much in, like, what was it, Season 3, the Forest training arc, but over time they kind of grew on me a bit. I think one of them gets their quirk stolen at some point, right? I think it might have been her. Ragdoll or Gunhead. Gunhead's also pretty cool. He was he either, wait, was he Uraraka's, during, like, the whole internship thing? Was he Uraraka's, mentor? I don't remember. I know they each had, like, their own mentor, which is one of the pro heroes, but, yeah, honestly, it's kind of close here. I guess I'll go with Gunhead, because at least I liked him from the start versus Ragdoll, who I didn't like, so, I'll go with Gunhead. Giulio Gandini, who I think is from one of the movies, right? I think he's from the third movie? Or no, he's from either the third or the fourth movie. Or Yu Hojo. Don't remember who that is at all, so I guess I'll go with Gandini, who, again, I'm pretty sure it's from either the third or fourth movie, so, yeah. Oh, I didn't, oh, wait, who was that? Was that, oh, crap. I think I misclicked. I think it was, that was, All Might's mentor, right? Whatever her name was. I would've picked her anyway, honestly. I didn't know who the person was. So, Fourth Kind or Chimera. Don't memorize any of you, so I'll go with Chimera. I like furries. Alright, we got Jack Mantis or we got Welder. I feel like I know where Jack Mantis comes from, but I'm not too sure. Welder I completely forgot about, so, again, we might skip through a lot of these because I don't remember them enough to really pick here, so we'll go with, I guess, Jack Mantis. Knuckle Duster or Paulo Golini? Didn't we just get another Golini in the other matchup? I don't memorize any of these. Is this already a bad video now because I'm skipping through a lot of these? I'll go with fucking Paulo Golini, I guess. Moonfish or Rikia Katsukami, who I also don't remember. Oh my god, I'm forgetting a lot of these. I'm guessing he's a villain, right? This Moonfish guy, he looks like a villain. He's like in a straight jacket with like these straps around him. Rikia maybe was he a hero? I don't fuck. I'm going with Moonfish. I like the villains more anyway. Okay, here we go. We got Koda, aka Anima, or Barros. I like Koda a lot. He is very, very underappreciated. His whole, like, animal quirk was kind of neat. Barros, I think, was in one of the movies as well. She was, like the archer chick, right? I'm going with Anima. I like Class 1A as a whole overall. Leviathan or Gigantomachia? Dude, Gigantomachia had some pretty good scenes during the war arc. Like, him just crushing everything. The way they actually subdued him in the end. Leviathan, I don't remember that well. Is he from one of the movies? Or maybe he's from one of the arcs? I don't remember. But either way, I'm going with Gigantomachia. I kind of like this guy a lot. Sidero or Chronostasis? There are too many people in this goddamn show. Oh my god. Fuck it, Chronostasis. Okay, Flecturn I do remember from I think the third movie? He was a great villain. Or Vlad King, I'm gonna go with Flecturn. His whole, like, reflection ability was cool. That fight with Deku at the end was fantastic. Vlad King's alright, but I gotta go with Flecturn. He was a fantastic villain. Clairvoyance or Pop Step? I don't memorize any of you. You both look cool, though. I'll go with Pop Step. I like the pink hair. Airjet or Sugar... Oh, Sugar Man. Here we go. I forgot his actual name, but I know what his quirk is. Airjet, don't memorize. Also, why'd they use a fucking, like, concept art for his picture? That's kind of weird, but I'll go with Sugar Man. Okay, here we go. Oh, here's a good battle. Shigaraki versus Tsukuyomi? Dude, Tsukuyomi's ability, the Shadow Thing was awesome. But, I mean, against Shigaraki, the best villain in the entire show by a landslide, the ending bit with him, like, he lets Deku in and, like, sees his, like, personal feelings and whatnot through, like, the nightmares. Look, I like Tsukuyomi's ability. I really do. It's fantastic, the Shadow Thing, but Shigaraki, I gotta go with that. Fantastic villain. Death Arms or Tiger? Oh my god, the Pussycat. No. I'm going with Death Arms by default. I hate the Pussycat dolls still, overall. I'm sorry. Miss Joke or Kotaro Shimura. I don't know who either of these guys are. I'm gonna go with Miss Joke. Okay, here we go. We got Mike or Selkie. I think Selkie was, Sue's mentor, right? During the internship arc. Good episode, by the way, where, like, Sue saves everyone or whatnot. Between these two, though, I mean, Selkie's in, like, a couple episodes. Meanwhile, Mike throughout the whole entire series. I'm gonna go with Present Mike. Good character. Gale Force or Ray... Oh, Ray Todoroki. This is, Todoroki's mom, right? So, she's got a cool arc. Again, I love the whole family arc between the Todorokis. Like, their interactions, the memories, the flashbacks, the fight scene with Dabi at the end. Between this and Gale Force, though, honestly, might be a bit of a hot take. I'm gonna go with Ray. Again, I love a good character arc, even though it's not, like, fighting anybody or whatnot. Oh my god, Eraserhead or Tentacle? Dude, Tentacle is so cool with his like, fucking 6 arms, but I gotta go with Eraserhead, man. I love just this whole, like, you know, what do you call it? Static personality, or what do you call it? His whole, like, what's the term I'm looking for? It's like someone who's, like, doesn't show any emotion, really. Not like emo, but, like, you guys know what I mean, right? Someone who's, like, not always that excited, or, like, talking in, like, exciting voices. And his ability to where you, like, erase people's quirk for a short amount of time, I gotta go with the Eraserhead. Very, very cool character. Charge Bolt, aka, Kaminari is Red Riot, right? And I think that this one is, I forgot his actual name, Kirishima or something, or whatever. Or Wolfram. I'd probably say Charge Bolt. Again, all of Class 1A is gonna be pretty high up on this list, because they're all such great characters. Genist or She-Mage, who's the Mushroom Girl. She-Mage's quirk was pretty cool to witness during that, one competition between Class 1A and Class 2A. That was kind of cool. She was pretty dominant, too, during their match, but, Best Genist, him being, was he Bakugo's mentor during the internship arc? And his whole, like, thread ability is cool, is his thread quirk. Honestly, though, I really adored She-Mage. I really did. Her mushroom quirk was pretty fantastic and was really scary at times. Like, it actually was pretty dominant during their match, as I said earlier, so I'm gonna go with She-Mage. Might be a hot take, but I'm going with that. Coda or Lon Wellesley? I mean, Coda, by default, was a... I mean, here's the thing. Season 3 was not a great arc, I will admit, or, like, a great season overall, but Coda was a great character. His whole bond with Deku and seeing him near the end, like, rooting for Deku, and then seeing him all grown up, like, I'm gonna go with Coda. That's one of the highlights for me of Season 3. Sakaki or Burnin? Burnin I wish kind of had more screen time. I kind of wish Burnin had more cool moments to her, because she's such a good character. I like her green flaming hair. Sakaki I don't memorize that well, so I'm just gonna go with Burnin. Oh my god, Comic Man? Dude, this guy was cool. He's like spitting comic words at you and like using comic pages to fight. Or Vanta Black? Nah, definitely Comic Man all the way. One of the best, like, non-Class 1A characters of all time. Romero Fujimi or Magni? I don't memorize any of you. I'm gonna go with Fujimi. Oh my god. You guys know who I'm going with. Come on. Earphone Jack or Ectoplasm? Ecto is cool. Great pro hero. Love his voice acting, but you guys know. Jiro's my girl. Gotta go with Jiro. All the way. Shishi Cross or Bubble... Oh, Bubble Girl was also... Oh, man. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. Bubble Girl is just hot in general. Like, I kind of... I will readily admit, Bubble Girl is one of my waifus in this show. I will not be ashamed to admit that. I do like Shishi Cross, though. Good character, but, I gotta go with my gut. You're gonna go with Bubble Girl. I'm sorry. Hound Dog or Midnight? Oh, definitely Midnight. Midnight, I am still so sad that she died. Like, the way she died, like, trying to protect all the students, and I guess she got, like, trampled by some of the villains or something. Like, they beat her to death or whatever, but, yeah, her death was, like, very shocking to me. It's still kind of shocking to this day, so, gonna go with Midnight. Camille Golini or Mitsuki Bakugo, who's Bakugo's mom. I mean... She's got some scenes, not a whole lot. Golini, I don't memorize, but if I had to pick one, I'll probably go with that guy, because I'm guessing he's a cool character. Girin or Mei? Oh, come on. Steampunk Girl? Come on, man. She's got some really funny scenes with Deku throughout the whole entire show, so I gotta go with Mei. I'm sorry. Steampunk Girl's gonna win here. Oh, Toga or Tsukachi, who's the detective that appears throughout the whole entire series. Yeah, Toga by default. Like, her quirk is scary. It's also cool. That final, oh my god, that final moment between her and Uraraka, where she gives her blood to Uraraka because Uraraka called her pretty and acknowledged her as a person and, like, saw her as a good person deep down. Seeing her actually sacrifice herself to help Uraraka, knowing how much they fought throughout the whole entire series, that shit made me cry, man. That was such an emotional death scene for me. I miss Toga so much. Like, I gotta go with Toga. Sorry, Detective. Oh, here we go. Dabi or Crimson Riot? Crimson is cool, I will admit, but, I mean, Dabi, like, again, one of the best, like, later arcs in this series where he's, like, revealed to be Toya Todoroki, and then the fight between him and the rest of his family was fucking sick as hell. And then that ending where he's, like, trapped in, like, some facility and he can talk to his family, but he's, like, his speech is very limited. Like, I gotta go with Dabi. Dabi's a great character. Battle Fist or Rocketti? I don't know who Rocketti is. I don't memorize her at all. I think I know who Battle Fist is. She's, like, one of the... Is she from Class 2A? I don't know. I'm gonna go with her, though. Overhaul or Rocklock? Rocklock was cool. I like his ability, the whole, like, key locking thing. Overhaul, though, I will say he was a good villain for a time, but I think the later bits kind of fell a little bit flat for me. But I still think he's a good villain overall. His whole, like, abuse of Eri was emotional to look at, like, the whole flashbacks and seeing Eri defy him at the end to be with Deku and the rest of Class 1A. Like, I think he is still a good villain. I just think some parts of it kind of fell flat in terms of how they presented him in some scenes, and the whole fight with Mario could have been better in my opinion. So I'll still go with Overhaul, but just by a little bit. He's a good villain, not a great villain. Could have been great, but he just kind of it fell flat at times. I think this guy's from one of the movies, right? Katsuma Shimano. Is he one of the kids from maybe the second movie? I don't remember. Spinner, though, I'm gonna go with by default. I like his design. Cool character. Getten or Godzilla? Who the fuck is Godzilla? Oh my god, I forgot so many characters, but I mean, I'm gonna go with... Oh wait, is Getten? Wait, Getten is, I think, the brother of the Todoroki family, right? Isn't he Shoto's brother? Ah, you know what? Godzilla's got a great design, I won't deny that, but I'm gonna go with Getten. Again, pretty much any of the family from Todoroki is gonna be high on this list, because their arcs are so cool. Endeavor, speaking of, or Grape Juice, aka Mineta. You guys know I hate Mineta. He is a pervert. He is too much at times. His ability is cool where he's throwing grapes that, like, stick to the ground and stick onto people or something, but his character, like, non-hero-wise, is way too much of a flirt. Like, he is perverted, he is sick, he is way too sexual. So, I can't go with Mineta at all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Endeavor. Seeing him become the new pro #1 hero after All Might went down was kind of cool to see, so there you go. Okay, Melissa Shields from the first movie, right? I think. And then Kamui Woods. Here's the thing. Melissa is only in the first movie. I think she's, like, in certain scenes in, like, season 6 and 7 and maybe 8, I think, but it's, like, very minimal. Kamui Woods, though, is probably one of my favorite pro heroes from the early arcs. So, like his quirk a lot, so I'm gonna go with Kamui, just barely. Kendo Rappa or Real Steel? Don't memorize them enough. I guess I'll go with Real Steel. Go with that one. Lucky Strike or Innsmouth? What the fuck is this thing? Oh wait, is this one of the guys who fought Sun Eater, maybe? I don't remember. I'll go with them. I don't remember either of these. Oh, speaking of, Sun Eater or oh god, oh no. I love both of these characters, but I can only pick one. I gotta go with Shoto, I'm sorry. Look, Sun Eater has a fantastic design, great quirk. That fight scene with the rest of the 8 bullets, whatever they recall, was awesome, but I mean, come on, man. It's Todoroki, one of the best in the entire series. His quirk between, like, flame and ice was awesome. That fight scene with Deku is, like, peak My Hero Academia. And the Dabi fight was good, too, so I gotta go with Shoto. By default. He'll probably be in, like, the final 8 or 4 or something. Mandalay, Pussycat Doll, or Yoroi Musha. I hate the Pussycat Dolls. Gonna go with that one by default. Trumpet or Redestro. Oh, Redestro, I remember him. He was a okay villain. Trumpet, I don't memorize at all. I'm gonna go with Redestro. He was okay for a villain. Spiral or Red Riot. Oh, come on, dude. Red Riot all the way. Dude, that scene where he actually becomes like Red Riot and his skin's all like wooden and whatnot. One of the best scenes. Backdraft or Mr. Smith. I don't memorize any of you, but I kind of like the fireman gimmick here with Backdraft, so I guess I'll go with that one. Oh, here we go. Invisible Girl or Plamo. Plamo was cool. He's a cool character. But I mean, come on. Fucking, what's her name? Hama something? Hagakuri. That's her name. Like, seeing her full reveal for a bit in season, what was it, 7 or 8 was really cool. Like, seeing her, like, reflection fully, like, her full body. And she's cute. I mean, she's not really visible enough to be called cute, but I mean, she's a cute character, so I'll go with the Visible Girl. Ryukyu or Emily? I don't remember Emily. I know Ryukyu is, or Ryukyu, whatever her name, or whatever, how do you say her name? She's not Edgeshot though, right? Or is she? Is she the chick who repairs Bakugo's heart? She's the dragon chick, right? I'll go with her anyway. I like her. Captain Celebrity or Rop Tokage? I don't memorize any of you. I'll go with Captain Celebrity. Oh my god. Mirko or Sensor Girl? Definitely Mirko. Like, dude, she is buff as hell. Bunny Girl? Like, dude, the fight scenes in the laboratory in season, what was it? I think 5 or 6? I think it was 6. But in the underground laboratory were awesome. Those kicks, seeing her fucking... Dude, she was great. I'm going with Mirko. Love Bunny Girl. Kenji Suragame, the dog... Is he one of the dog, like... Wait, hold on. I think he's on the official, like, school board, right? Or maybe? I don't remember. Or Phantom Thief. I'll go Phantom Thief. He's a good one. All Might or Tokuda. I mean, come on. All Might by default. Like, Plus Ultra, baby. Can't Stop Twinkling, aka Aoyama. Or Mines. I mean, Mines is one I don't remember, but I do remember, Aoyama. Dude, seeing him as the traitor of My Hero Academia, or seeing him as the traitor of Class 1A, I was not expecting it. The whole story behind that was kind of sad in some ways, but, yeah, they really, like, made him a good character in season, what was it, 7, I think? So, I'm gonna go with that one for sure. Aoyama wins here. David Shield, who's Melissa's dad, I think, from the first movie, or Cammy. I think Cammy's the one who can, like, replicate people, right? She can, like, make like clay versions of certain characters, like, doppelgangers. I like her. Cammy's good. I'll go with Cammy. Kudo or Serpenters? Don't remember any of you. I'll go with Kudo, I guess. Mr. Blaster or 13? Wait, 13's the washing machine guy, right? That's why I called him at first. Does he get, like, his back torn out during the USJ fight? Yeah, I'll go with 13. Snipe, one of the pro heroes, or Slice. That's a cool matchup here. Snipe or Slice. I'll go with Snipe though. That's a good pro hero. Kurogiri or Pinky? Oh, come on, dude. You can't do this to me. Oh, I do love Ashido, dude. Great design, great ability, but, like, against Kurogiri, who has such an amazing arc throughout the whole entire series, knowing he's now Eraser and Mike's former friend who was, I guess, trapped as Kurogiri, and they're trying to like pull him out. It's like, dang, dude. I gotta go with Kurogiri. I'm sorry, Ashido. I love you. I'm sorry. Gotta go with the better person here. Recovery Girl or Dark Might? I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I didn't really enjoy Dark Might in the 4th movie. Like what was it called? You're Next or something, the most recent one. He was fine, but like, he didn't really land for me that much. I don't know. It was fine for what it was, but Recovery Girl is kind of a cool character. She like kisses people to recover them, and she's old, and she's, you know, she has a lot of good scenes though. But yeah, I'll go with Dark Might was a good idea, but it was a good idea, but bad execution in my opinion, or at least like not great execution. So I'm gonna go with Recovery Girl. Turtleneck or Hana Shimura, who I don't remember. I'll go with Turtleneck, I guess. His Purple Highness or La Brava. Dude, I love La Brava. Like, her being this, like, kind of old but short, assistant to, what's his name? I forgot his name. I can't remember, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll go with La Brava. Great character. Cow Lady or Deku? I mean, come on, Deku, man, all the way. I mean, it's fucking Deku. What more do I need to say? Grand or Skeptic? Don't memorize any of you. I'm gonna go with, I guess, Grand. Crust or Shin Namoto? Also don't recognize you guys. Gonna go with Namoto. Creati or Yoichi Shigaraki? Okay, I think this guy is the brother of Todoroki. I think I got the other guy wrong then. Or wait, no. Wait, no, I'm dumb. Hold on. No. You dumbass BC King. This is Shigaraki's brother. We saw him in the flashback. This is not Todoroki's brother. So I didn't get that right before. Oh my god. Yeah, the flashbacks were great. But I mean, between him and Creati, I gotta go with Creati. Like, again, she can make literally anything by doing this and like popping out of her fucking elbows. Like, she's fucking fantastic. Tailman, I forgot his real name, or Cementos. They're both kind of even in my opinion. They have some really good scenes. Cementos making cement, and like Tailman using his tail to whip people around. Like, this is a close matchup actually. I'm gonna go with probably. I'll go with Cementos. He's got some really good scenes. Sirius or Natsuo Todoroki, who I think is this the wait. Does he have two brothers? Wait, no. Who was the other guy then? The get whatever guy. I don't know, but anyway, I think this guy is the real brother of Todoroki. He's a good character. Got some good moments in there. That or Sirius, though, I think, isn't Sirius from the internship arc with Sue and what's his name? I'll go with Todoroki. I mean, again, they're all great characters. Great arc. Lemillion or Nine? I think Nine is from the second movie, right? The best movie, though. But, I mean, him or Lemillion, I gotta go with Mirio. Like, Lemillion is a... That whole Eerie arc kind of, like, made him a great character for me. Elect Plant or Mount Lady, aka Ass Girl. Might be kind of biased. Gotta go with my Ass Girl. I'm sorry. Gotta go with Ass Girl all day, every day. Simon Golini or Mummy. I don't remember any of these guys. I'll go with Mummy. I don't know. Again, this show's got way too many characters. I'm sorry. Shinamori or Najiri. Oh, dude, Najiri was great. Great quirk. Her cutting her hair was great. I love her new haircut. Some great fight scenes as well with Class 1A. I gotta go with Najiri there. Lizardi or Deborah. Why is there so many Golinis? What the hell? I'll go with Lizardi. There's like way too many Golinis in this list. Mongoose or Mr. Compress. I think I remember who this guy is. This was, He was part of the, of Shigaraki's group, right? He was a magician guy. Yeah, I'll go with him. He was a good one. Oh, here we go. Twice or Nezu. Dude, Twice was his whole ending in Season 6 him sacrificing himself for Toga, getting killed by Hawks, like the whole like twice quirk was pretty great. Nezu is cool too, but he's just the principal of the academy. He's not really that. He is kind of important, but there's no fight scenes with him, I don't think. I don't remember at least, but I'm going with Twice. Twice was a fantastic character. Slide and Go or Up. There are so many goddamn Golinis. What the hell? Goddamn. I'm gonna go with Slide and Go, I guess. Gavadan or Mahuro. Okay, I think this is the other chick from the second movie, right? This is the little kid's sister. I'll go with her. I don't remember the other guy at all. Oh, Edshot. That's the guy who revived Bakugo. That's who I was talking about earlier. Or Ordinary Woman. Good character, but I'm gonna go with Edshot. Edshot's a great one. Oh, here we go. Night Eye or Rule? I don't know who Rule is. I might, but I don't remember that well. But Night Eye was like, his death was really emotional for me. Seeing Mirio get all emotional over it. That fight against Deku in the office, like, yeah, gonna go with Night Eye. And then we have Gain Orca or Now Shimura. Dude, Orca was great. I mean, my top pro heroes might be, like, All Might, Endeavor, Kamui Woods, and Gain Orca, and then maybe, like, I don't know, but Orca's one of the best, in my opinion. I'm gonna go with Orca here. Stop! Now she'll die a virgin! Stop! Stop it! Okay. Stop. Okay.
Stay the fuck in the fucking car!
Oh, fuck! That was a sneak peek of all the content that you might be missing out on by not becoming a YouTube member. When you're a YouTube member, you get so much bonus content such as all my anime watch-throughs, classic content like old Twitch streams, movie watch-alongs, and more. So what are you waiting for? Hit the join button down below, pick the tier you want, and enjoy all the benefits that come with your YouTube membership. If you're already a member, thank you for your support, enjoy your benefits, and now let's get back into the video. Alright, we got Lunch Rush or we got Shishido. I don't remember any of these either. I mean, again, there's just so many characters. I can't remember all of them, but I guess I'll go with Lunch Rush here. We got, okay, no, Wash is the washing machine guy, not 11. 11 is somebody else. Wash or Setsuno, I'll go with Wash. He's a good character. But Wada Fua or Boomerang Man? I don't remember. Oh my god, I'll go with Boomerang Man. Oh, here we go. Star and Stripe or Cellophane. Cellophane's cool. Like, what's his name? Seto. He's like the tape guy. He can, like, shoot tape out of his arms or something. Star and Stripe, though, like, here's the thing. I can't really vote for Star and Stripe because she's only in, like, 2 or 3 episodes and she dies almost immediately because of, Shigaraki. So, I love her design, you know, she's basically the female All Might, that's cool and all, but, I can't. Meanwhile, Cellophane's been there the whole entire series, so, I gotta go with Cellophane, just based on the fact that Star and Stripe almost had no screen time, in her short stay in the series. Vine or Majestic? Majestic, I think, he's kind of similar to the wizard guy from Shigaraki's crew, right? Also, I think he's a pro hero. I might be wrong about that. Vine I also enjoyed. She's a good character from, I think, Class 2A, right? I might be wrong about that as well. But, I'll go with Majestic. I do like the more magic-y sort of quirk characters. We got, once he pop up, there we go. Oh my god, Pixie Bob or Gentle. Okay, Gentle is the guy I was mentioning earlier, the guy who was, with La Brava. So, I hate the Pussycat Dolls, so I'm gonna go with Gentle Criminal. He had a good redemption arc as well in, whatchamacallit, in Season 8. That was great. Curious or Fuyumi Todoroki? I think this is their sister, right? So we've seen the brother, we've seen the mom, the dad, Shoto, Toya, aka, Dabi, and then Fuyumi's the sister. I think the sister is probably my least favorite of all their family members, but, I don't memorize Curious enough, so I'll go with Fuyumi. I think the whole entire Todoroki family is pretty much in the next round, as far as I'm aware. I might be wrong, but they're just that good. I love their whole family arc, their whole lore and history. Bruce or Hekiji Tengai, don't memorize. I'll go with Tengai by default. Nighthide or Power Loader. Oh, Nighthide, I remember him. And then Power Loader, I think he's not a pro hero, right? I think I know where I've seen him before, but Nighthide is like, you know, he's a new kind of Class 1A student, or I think he's not in Class 1A yet, but he eventually becomes a Class 1A member. And I think he eventually tries to take, or no, he's trying to have Eraser's quirk, sorta. So, I'll go with Nighthide. He's a good character. Rhodey Soul. Okay, I think Rhodey Soul is from the 3rd movie, right? He's the guy who's like running away from Deku and then he gets caught in the subway station or something. Mera, I'll go with Rhodey Soul. Go with that one. Inko Midoriya, who is Deku's mom, or Soga Kukusaki, who I don't remember, so I'll go with Inko Midoriya. Muscular, Muscular is from Season 3, I know that. He's the guy who has that epic fight in the forest with Deku. Pretty good fight, by the way. Or Mustard, I think this guy's quirk is like mustard gas, right? The mustard dude. I'll go with Muscular. That was a good fight between him and Deku. Big Red Dot, or come on, load. Hello. I don't know who do I vote for? Here we go. Come on, load. There you go. Oh my god. Big Red Dot or Eris. I'll go with Big Red Dot. Chewie or All For One. I mean, come on, All For One, man. Like, one of the best villains in anime that I've seen so far. Oh, dude, I love the Pharaoh guy. Salam. His whole character being sort of this 2D-esque sort of character, I love him, but he's up against Ingenium, that's the thing. If he was up against, like, maybe some random-ass character, he would definitely be moving on, but against Ingenium, I can't, man. Ingenium's got some great story moments. The whole thing with his brother being in the hospital and I think almost dying, he didn't die officially, right? Or maybe he did, or maybe he just had to retire. I'm trying to remember, like, how that all went, but I'm gonna go with Ingenium for sure, better than Salam. Moyuru Tochi, who I think is one of the Deku variants, one of the One For All holders, I might be wrong about that. Or Sora Mitsutabe, this guy I don't remember at all, I like the thing on his head, though. I'll go with Tochi, I guess. Oh, here we go, Bakugo or Mimic. Oh, what a matchup. I'm going with Dynamite, but shout out to Mimic. I gotta go with Bakugo though. Manual or Psycho Intelli. I think Manual is also from Sue's internship. I might be wrong about that, but between these two, I'll go with Manual. Oh, Nomu's just a character? Okay. Or Tensei Ida. Okay, so Tensei, I think, is the brother of Ingenium, who had to retire or something, or almost died. He's got some good moments, but I think Nomu I have to go with based on the fact that Nomu is present throughout a lot of the villain arcs. I think, like, all the attacks that happened had Nomu somewhat present, besides, like, maybe the last couple. And yeah, Nomu's just a scary character. Like you can have, like, more than one. Like, I think Nomu was the first time we found out that more than one quirk could be present in a person or an entity, right? So that was a good reveal. So I'll go with Nomu. Yu Yu Haya or Froppy? Oh, come on, Sue, man, my girl, Froppy, let's go. Oh, come on, you guys know what's winning here. Come on, this guy's going, like, at least Final Four. Uwabami or Stain? Definitely Stain. I'm so sad he died in Season 8. I know he was a good guy by the end, which I appreciated, but man, they had to kill him off. Why? I love Stain so much. Maybe my favorite. Maybe he's not the overall best villain in the entire series, but he's my personal favorite. I adore Stain. I love his quirk. Great design, great character moments. Great dialogue here and there, and again, that redemption at the end when he sacrifices himself and dies to All For One, I gotta go with my boy Stain. He's gonna go at least Final Four at this point. Smoke Eater or Anna Scurvino, who I don't remember. I think I know where Smoke Eater's from. I might not know for sure, but I'm gonna go with Smoke Eater. Okay, here we go. We're getting repeats now. Finally, we're getting Eerie. Okay, we're gonna go through a lot of these pretty quickly, so just be aware. Eerie or Crawler, gonna go with Eerie. Hawks or Fatgum? I'll go with Hawks. Personally, I'd probably say Fatgum is my favorite of the two, but, I do want to have an element of, like, who I think is the better character. I gotta go with Hawks, but personally, I'd probably just slightly prefer, Fatgum. Uraraka or Centipeter, gonna go with my girl Uraraka all the way. Gunhead or Gandini, I'll go with Gunhead, one of my favorite pro heroes. Nana Shimura or Chimera, I'll go with All Might's mentor for sure. Jack Mantis or Paulo Galini, I'll go with Jack Mantis, I like him. Moonfish or Anima, I mean, I think Moonfish kind of barely got through the first round, so I'll go with Anima. I love the whole, animal quirk he's got going on there. Chronostasis or Gigantomachia, I'd say Gigantomachia. I think what makes me like Gigantomachia a lot is because he's kind of like the Titans in Attack on Titan. He's like this big, giant, imposing human force who's like, he's got no clothes on, he's buff, he's fucking destructive, like, this guy is basically AOT in My Hero Academia, so that kind of gets some points for me, so I'm gonna go with the Gigantomachia. Flecturn or Popstep, don't remember Popstep that well, but Flecturn I think was a great villain in the 3rd movie, right? So I'll go with Flecturn. Sugarman or Shigaraki, I mean, come on, this guy's gonna go close to the finals at least. Gotta go with Shigaraki, amazing villain. Death Arms or Miss Joke, I'll go with Death Arms. Present Mike or Rei Todoroki, again, I love Rei's, flashbacks and her bond with, like, Shoto and the dad and, her whole entire family, but, I think by a slight margin, I'll go with, Present Mike. Eraserhead or Charge Bolt, I like both of these, I really do. Charge Bolt is Jiro's man, well, not officially, but I want him to be, but Eraser is, like, he's got some amazing moments. This is so close. Their quirks are both amazing. I gotta pick one. I'll go with the Razorhead. I'm sorry. That one was hard. She-Mage or Kota Izumi. Again, I feel like She-Mage is very underrated. I love her quirk. Like, that whole fight between Class 1A and Class 2A, and I think Season 4 or 5, was pretty good, and she was a kind of a scary character, so I'll go with She-Mage. Burn-In or Comic Man. I understand Comic Man is not the strongest character out there, but he's just so funny. I'm sorry, the humor has to win here. I'm sorry, Burn-In, I love your hair, but I'm gonna go with Comic Man. He gave me such a good laugh. Jiro all the way, don't need to read the other one. Bubble Girl or Midnight, I'll say Midnight. I like Bubble Girl a lot, but Midnight, great moments. Her death still saddens me to this day, so I'll go with Midnight. Camille or May, definitely Steampunk Girl all the freaking way. Toga or Dabi. I love both of these, both great villains, but I think, see, I feel like I have to pick Toga just because of that final moment with Uraraka in Season 7. I think I have to go with Toga. I love Dabi so much. That fight with the rest of his family was awesome. And the aftermath, seeing him, like, in that chamber, like, not almost able to talk is some good stuff. But, I gotta go with Toga, man. Her quirk is amazing. Honestly, like, I know it's kind of unfair to pick just one moment to put above the others. But, again, that final moment with Uraraka, the speech, her talking to her as she's saving her and, like, thanking her for acknowledging her as a person and saying she's beautiful, like, I gotta go with Toga, man. I love Dabi. If Dabi was not against Toga, he would have probably made it a bit farther, but gotta go with Toga. Battle Fist or Overhaul, again, we mentioned this earlier. Overhaul is not a fantastic villain, but he's a good enough villain that I'd probably put him over Battle Fist, so I'll go Overhaul. Spinner or Getten. Okay, I think Getten was the guy who I confused for some reason as Todoroki's brother, who he's not, definitely. I'll go with Spinner here. Endeavor or Kamui Woods. Endeavor really got... I was not a huge fan of Endeavor at first because he was kind of a bitch or an asshole at times, but season, like, 5 or 6 and beyond really sold me on Endeavor. I'm gonna go with Endeavor here. I think he redeemed himself later in the series. Real Steel or Innsmouth. Don't memorize any of these, really. I'll go with Innsmouth because I love tentacles, I guess. Shoto or Yoramusha. Definitely Shoto. One of the best. Redestro or Red Riot. I'm gonna go with Red Riot. Again, that scene of him doing the thing for the first time is one of my favorite scenes in the entire series, for sure. Backdraft or Invisible Girl. Definitely Hagakuri. I would go with her. Ryukyu or Captain Celebrity. I don't memorize who that guy is, so I'll go with Ryukyu. Love her. Dragon Girl. Mirko. Okay, Phantom Thief I also kind of like, but I can't put him above Mirko. I'm sorry. Bunny Girl's got to win here. Buff as hell. Great fights. Ooh, All Might versus Aoyama. I mean, All Might's the default answer, right? I mean, he's just the answer. But, like, Aoyama, again, Season 7 Aoyama was fantastic. The Traitor arc, I love his quirk. The whole thing with his family being accused of being traitors. Like, I want to pick him, but I can't go above All Might. I'm sorry. I gotta go with All Might. Cammy or Kudo, I'll definitely go with Cammy. Love her quirk, great character. 13, who I thought was the Washing Man dude for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. Or Snipe, I'll go with Snipe. He's one of my favorite pro heroes as well. Kurogiri or Recovery Girl, definitely Kurogiri. Recovery Girl, I think, barely got through the first round, but I do like her. But against Kurogiri, not a chance. Turtleneck or La Brava, I'll definitely go with La Brava. Deku or Grand? Grand, I don't remember who you are. I'm gonna go with Deku, though, because, like, it's fucking Deku. I mean, why wouldn't you go with him? Shin Namoto or Creati, who I think is Yao Yorozu, right? Is that her official name? Definitely Creati. Love her quirk. One of the most OP quirks, I think, in all of My Hero. Like, again, she can make anything from her fucking elbows just appear out of nowhere, so there you go. Cementos or Natsuo Todoroki, who I think this is the brother, right? I will go with, no, do I go with Cementos? Because again, like, there was a big moment in season, I think 5 or 6 that really, like, showcased Natsuo pretty well. It was the fight against Caution Man, right? What was that guy's name? The one with the caution tape quirk? I'll go with Natsuo, but Cementos is a great pro hero. Lemillion or Mount Lady? I want to go with Ass Girl, but I can't. I gotta go with Lemillion. Like, the whole Eerie arc was great. His quirk is fantastic and just a great character. But Mount Lady gets my approval. Mummy or Najiri? Probably Najiri. I'd go with her. Love her quirk. Her haircut is still great. Lazardi or Mount Compress? Mr. Compress. I'd probably say Mr. Compress. Again, I love the whole magic quirk users. Twice or Sliding Go? Gotta go with Twice, man. His death, similar to Midnight, still saddens me. Shimano or Edshot? Definitely Edshot. Again, him saving Bakugo in Season 8 was awesome. Sir Night Eye or Gain Orca? I'd probably go... I'll go with Night Eye. That office fight with Deku was fantastic. Orca is a great pro hero, but I don't think he's showcased enough compared to Night Eye in Season, what was it, 3 or 4 or 2? I think it was 3 or 4. Probably 4, but I'll go with Night Eye. Alright, next round. We got Lunch Rush or Wash. I'll go with Wash here. Boomerang Man or Cellophane. Definitely Cellophane. Majestic or Gentle Criminal. I'll go with Gentle. Again, we're gonna fly through a lot of these, so just be prepared. I've already talked enough about a lot of these, so I can't really spend that much time doing it again. Fuyumi or Tengai. I'll go with Fuyumi. Nighthide or Roadie Soul. I'll go with Nighthide, but Roadie Soul I did like as a character in the movie. Deku's Mom or Muscular. Definitely Muscular. Big Red Dot or All for One. Again, villains gotta win here. One of the best villains. All for One is amazing. Ingenium or Tochi. Definitely Ingenium all the way. Class President, man. Represent. Dynamite or Manual. Definitely Bakugo. Like, honestly, the finals might be like Bakugo, Deku, Jiro, and maybe All for One. I don't know. But anyway, Nomu or Froppy. I love Froppy. You guys know Sue's my girl. But again, Nomu is such a fantastic character. Again, like, this was when we first learned that 2 or more quirks could be present in somebody or something. Like, that was still a crazy reveal at the time. So I got it. Yeah, I'm going with Nomu. Again, I know that's gonna shock a lot of you. I love Froppy to death, but I have to go with my gut here and my brain here, so I gotta go with Nomu. Stain. Oh, definitely Stain. I don't need to read the other one. Eerie or Hawks. Okay, we're in more repeats now, I think. We got Eerie versus Hawks. Definitely. Again, Eerie's got no quirk, but he's a great character. Like, the whole Eerie arc was one of my was one of the best arcs in the entire series, in my opinion. I gotta go with Eri. Aravity or Gunhead, definitely my girl Uraraka. Nana Shimura or Jack Mantis, we'll go with All Might's oh so mighty predecessor. Anima or Gigantomachia, I will say Anima is one of my least favorite heroes of Class 1A. I do like his quirk, but he's not one of the better ones. Gigantomachia's got some great moments. I'll go with Gigantomachia. It's like a very small margin there. Oh, here we go. Battle of two great villains. We got Fleckturn or Shigaraki. I mean, obviously Shigaraki, but huge shout out to Fleckturn. An amazing villain once again in the third movie, but I'm gonna go with Shigaraki. Death Arms or Present Mike. I'll go with Present Mike. Eraserhead or She-Mage. Oh, man. She-Mage made it farther than most people probably would have put her at this point, but against Eraserhead, the streak's over, I think. I'm sorry. I gotta go with the Eraserhead, but great performance by She-Mage. She deserves to make it this far. Oh, my God. Comic Man or Earphone Jack? God damn it. See, I want to put Comic Man so much farther in the tournament, but when you're up against one of my favorite characters, maybe my favorite character overall in the entire series, personally, I just can't put you through. I'm sorry. I gotta go with my girl Jiro. Midnight or Mei Hatsumi, Steampunk Girl. Kind of a close one here. I'm gonna say Midnight, but Steampunk Girl is still amazing, but I'm gonna go with Midnight. Toga or Overhaul? I'll go with Toga. I think Overhaul, again, good villain, not a great villain. Toga was a great villain. I'm gonna go with Toga. Spinner or Endeavor? I'm gonna go with Endeavor. Again, his redemption in like season 6 through 8 was awesome. Innsmouth or Shoto? Definitely Shoto, not even a question there. Red Riot or Invisible Girl? Ooh. I'll go with Red Riot. I feel comfortable going with that one. But Hagakure is also a great character. Ryukyu or Mirko? Again, Mirko's fight scenes were fantastic, and she's just... I love her design, I love her character, I love her dialogue, and, yeah, I gotta go with Mirko, I'm sorry. All Might or Cammy? Oh, definitely All Might. Look, I love Cammy's quirk, but, again, you can't beat All Might. Sniper Kurogiri, I'll go with Kurogiri for sure. La Brava or Deku? Deku, come on, but La Brava is also great. Creati or Natsuo Todoroki? Okay, this is where the brother has to meet his end, I'm sorry, gotta go with Creati. Lemillion or Najiri? Definitely Lemillion. Great character. Mr. Compress or Twice? They're kind of similar in terms of their personality, but in terms of the better one, I'd probably say Twice. I'll go with that one. Edge Shot or Night Eye? Was Edge Shot saving Bakugo enough to put it over the edge? Put him over the edge. I don't think it was. Because again, that was like his one big moment throughout the whole entire show. Meanwhile, Night Eye was pretty, like, again, season 4, it was season 4, I think, right? The Eri arc. I gotta go with Night Eye. Definitely. Alright, next round. We got Wash versus Cellophane. I'll go with Cellophane. Sorry, Wash, man. Gentle or Fuyumi Todoroki. I'll go with Gentle. I think he's one of the lower villains in my opinion, by the way. Gentle, like, he was good for what he was or the time he had, but he just didn't get enough time, I think, to really showcase him being a fantastic villain, but he was good for what he was. He'll probably meet his end in the next round, but yeah. Nighthide or Muscular? I'm gonna go with Nighthide. I actually liked his whole... Again, the quirk was great. Great fight scenes. All for One or Ingenium... I hate going against the class president, but I gotta go with All for One. Amazing villain. Dynamite, aka Bakugo, or Nomu. Bakugo or Nomu? Who do I think is the better character in the show? I think Nomu has to die here. I'm sorry. Bakugo, I feel like he and Zuko would be really good friends. Zuko from Avatar, because they both are kind of villains. I think Zuko is more of a villain in the show than Bakugo is in his show, but they both kind of have these like arcs where they're like they're like super like not nice at the start, and then they slowly turn into like really nice people as they, you know, go through more adventures. So I'll go with Bakugo, but Nomu is also fantastic. Oh no, you did not just do this to me! Oh no! Stain versus Eerie? I can't pick between these two, but I have to. Alright. I gotta go with Stain, but I am so sad that Eerie didn't make it at least a little bit farther, because Eerie, again, is such a great character. Like, I love her. Like, I know most people are not too hip on the Eerie arc, which, I mean, fair, because Overhaul was not the best villain, but... yeah, I'll go with Stain. I'm sorry, Eerie, I love you, I'm so sorry! Aravity or Shimura? Definitely Aravity. Gigantomaki or Shigaraki? I mean, come on. Look, AOT is great. I love you. I love AOT and MHA, but I'm gonna go with Shigaraki. Mike. Oh, here we go. Mike or Eraserhead? I mean, Eraser definitely, but I'm shocked these two actually were against each other, but definitely Eraser. Jiro or Midnight? Yeah, Jiro's gonna win here for sure. Sorry, Midnight. I miss you, but you're not gonna win there. Toga or Endeavor? I really like Toga. I really do. Oh, okay, well, I picked her anyway. There you go. I would have picked her anyway. Like, again, I love Endeavor, but Toga, again, Season 7 alone wins it for me. Shoto or Red Riot? I'd probably say Shoto. Amazing fight scenes. Mirko or All Might? Ooh. They're both buff as hell, but I think I'll have to go with All Might. Between his hero form and his, like, school teacher form, like, balancing them both, like, I think he definitely wins there. Ooh, Kurogiri or Deku? I mean, I'd probably say Deku, but Kurogiri had some, you know, the whole arc with him trying to be restored by Racer and Mike was pretty emotional at times. But, I mean, I gotta go with Deku, man, for sure. Creati or Lemillion? I'd probably say Creati. Again, OP quirk. I gotta pick that one. Twice or Sir Night-Eye? I'll say Night-Eye. Just barely. Alright, we're almost to the end here. Here we go. We got Cellophane or we got Gentle Criminal. I think Gentle has to wrap it up here. Again, not the best villain. Could have been better. He was fine, but I'll go with Cellophane. Nighthide or All For One? I gotta go with All For One, man. Fantastic villain. I wouldn't be surprised at this point if we end up getting All For One versus Shigaraki, which I think I might struggle picking who's a better one there. Oh, Bakugo versus Stain? Ooh, that's a toughie. You know what? This might make some people mad. I love Bakugo, don't get me wrong. I love Dynamite. Love his name, love his quirk. I love his whole, like, redemption story through, like, season 6 through 8. His fights with Deku all the time, but Stain was such a good fucking villain, man. Like, there is a reason I almost screamed when he came back in season, what was it, 7? Because I love him that much. I really do. I gotta go with Stain. I'm sorry, Bakugo. You just missed out on it. Aravity or Shigaraki? I gotta go with Shigaraki. I'm sorry, Uraraka. Love you too, but gotta go with the right answer here. Razorhead or Jiro? Does my bias win here? I think it does. I'm gonna go with Earphone Jack. I'm sorry. I acknowledge that Eraser is probably the better quirk, but better character, I'd probably say Jiro. I'm sorry. Toga or Shoto? Oh, God. We have a great villain and a great fighter. Who do I go with? I know... Here's the thing. I think a lot of people would have Shoto as their #1 favorite character, which I wouldn't be surprised there, because he is such a great character from a fighting standpoint, from a character standpoint, from a quirk standpoint. But again, Toga, like, the stuff with Uraraka was fantastic. She's a very scary and intimidating but great villain. I gotta go with Toga. I'm sorry. Toga's gotta win there. Just barely, but Shoto gets my vote of confidence. Oh, dude, no way. We got All Might versus Deku. Dude, there's no way. Alright. I'm gonna go with Deku, but I will acknowledge that Deku would not be Deku without All Might. We can all agree on that, right? There would be no Deku, there would be no One For All without All Might, so I'll acknowledge that, but the better character here, I'm gonna go with Deku. All Might's gonna be toppled there. Creati or Sir Night-Eye? I gotta go with Creati. Again, OP as as hell quirk. Alright, here we go. The quarterfinals. We got Cellophane versus All For One. I'd probably say All For One is going to win here for sure. Again, amazing villain. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I thought Stain versus Eerie was bad enough, but Stain versus Shigaraki? I can't go with Stain here. I just can't. Shigaraki is, like, the villain. But, like... yeah, I'm sorry. You guys know I love Stain to death. I will always love Stain. But I can't let bias goggles cloud my vision that much. I gotta go with Shigaraki, the better villain here. Alright, Jiro versus Toga. Alright. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would expect Toga to be above Jiro. And I think you might be right. Look, I love Jiro. Jiro is personally my favorite of the Class 1A people. I've always loved Jiro. Like, she is fantastic, but the better character between these two... am I going with Toga over Earphone Jack? I think I have to. I think I have to be realistic. I have to acknowledge that while Jiro has some great character moments, and I will always love her, she's not the best character overall in the entire show. I will acknowledge that. But Jiro will always be my personal favorite, but I can't let her win this tournament. I just can't. Deep down, I want to, but I can't. Deku versus Creati. I would definitely go with Deku here. No question about it. Alright. Oh, dude, we actually got it! We got All For One versus Shigaraki in the semifinals, bro. No way. That's crazy. Dude. Holy crap. Alright. Well, here's the thing. It's gonna be Shigaraki for sure. But All For One, similar to All Might and Deku, I will acknowledge that Shigaraki will not be warriors without All For One. Like, All For One gave Shigaraki the power that he has. He was in his mind for a long time. But if I have to pick here who is the better character throughout the entire series, I'm gonna say Shigaraki. I gotta go with that. Now, here is a good matchup. We got Toga versus Deku. Now, I think a lot of you, if you were to see this tournament from other people, I think a lot of people would put Deku as the winner, because it's fucking Deku. Here's my thing, right? I was not the biggest fan of Deku in, like, Season 3, and maybe, like, 4 and 5 in some cases. Like, 6 through 8 was fantastic, but I think Toga has been fantastic the entire show. I don't think there has ever been a low point where I didn't like Toga. Meanwhile, Deku, I was not a big fan of in Season 3, for sure. Like, that's my least favorite season of all time in the entire show, but... yeah. I gotta use that as my reasoning for why I'm picking Toga, is because I feel like she's 1, a great character, 2, a fantastic villain, and 3, she has very few low points compared to Deku when it comes to character presentation, fight scenes, just everything, man. So, again, if you think Deku should be number 1 by default, I won't blame you, but I'm going with Toga. I am going with Toga. And this is a fantastic final. We got Shigaraki versus Toga. We got 2 villains in the finals. No heroes made it. That's actually shocking to me. Deku almost did it, but I just couldn't put him above Toga. Oh, man. Yeah, Shigaraki is, like, the villain, man. Like, his whole entire presentation was flawless to the... or, well, not flawless, but nearly flawless. Like, his facial expressions, just how brutal he can be. The flashback with him, like, using his quirk for the first time, turning the dog to stone, turning his family to stone, like, destroying his whole entire household. The Season 7 Beyond fight with Deku. The stuff with All For One, like, I would say Toga is maybe my is maybe the best female character even above Jiro, even though Jiro's my, like, biased personal favorite. But in terms of who I think has had the best presentation throughout the whole entire show of My Hero Academia, I'm gonna say Shigaraki. I gotta go with that. And there you go. That is my winner. It is not Deku. It is not Jiro. It is not one of my waifus. It is Tomura Shigaraki. That is who I think, from this tournament, is the best character in My Hero Academia. I didn't think this would win overall. I thought you would have gotten far, but, like, him winning overall, but, like, the more I thought about it, I think he deserves it. He's, like, one of the best villains in all of anime that I've seen so far. He is fantastic. So, there you go. That's the winner of the best MHA character tournament. Shigaraki is the winner. So, let me know in the comments what you thought, and if you thought someone else should have won, because I'm very curious if you would have picked either Deku, or Jiro, or Toga, or All Might, or somebody else. But, let me know in the comments who you thought should have won. But in the meantime, make sure you guys subscribe, ring the bell, and smash that like button for more to come in the future. And, I might do more My Hero stuff in the future for tournaments. Maybe the best quirk would be a fun one. Best arcs would be a fun one as well. So I guess stay tuned for those if those end up happening. So, yeah, but I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.